So we discussed the topology with two routers there. Okay. So let us quickly try to draw a parallel. Let's discuss that topology here again, because I want that to be the model. R1, R2, switch, what was this? 192.168, 10.254, flash 24. This was 192.168, 20.1, 192.168, 20.2, flash 24, flash 24. This was 192.168, 30.254, flash 24. So this network in turn was 192.168, 10.0. This network was 192.168, 20.0, and this one was 192.168, 30.0. Further, this was what? Fast Ethernet 0/0, Fast Ethernet 0/1, Fast Ethernet 0/0, and Fast Ethernet 0/1. Right? In this, connected would say 192.168, 10.0, connected on which interface? Fast Ethernet 0/0. On this, the network 192.168, 20.0 would say connected this /24 on this interface. Similarly, on R2, it would say 20.0 connected on FA0/0, and this 30.0 connected on FA0/1. That's what it said without the RIP information. Then what did we do? On R1, we configured two network commands. Network for this and network for 20. I can also see your smile. Come on, you have such a smiling face. You don't have to hide it behind your face. Given, yaar, you are the king. Right? So what did we configure? Two network commands here. Agreed? Which commands? Network 192.168, 10.0, and network 192.168, 20.0. We configured on this one. But did R2 receive anything on this case? No. So then next step, what did we do? On R2 we went ahead and configured 192.168, 20.0. In this condition, what did we observe? That R1's routing table had 3 entries. 2 for the connected, 10 and 20.
Yes.
Or only 2 entries?
Only two
Only 2 entries. 10 and 20 only. Even though R2 now started sending 20, but R1 said, I already know about 20, so I will leave the connected. So it did not show any R. Did it? Further, in this condition, what we started seeing was, on R2 there were 3 entries. For 20 network directly connected, 30 network directly connected, and the 10 network which was somewhat like this. R, right? 192.168, 10.0, something like this, public 1, some time, right, some seconds, and then via 192.168, 20.1, which is this interface, right, on Ethernet 0/1. 0/0 on its fast Ethernet 0. Right? Okay. Right, Pankaj?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This clear?
Yes.
So, couple of things here to see. So, what was this time? If you saw, it was decrementing. You had asked this question, but we did not capture in the camera. It was decrementing from 25 or incrementing. 26, 27, and when it went to 30, it rolled back to, what did it do? Rolled back to, right? So the counter goes from 0 to 30 and then rolls back to goes back to 0 again. 1, 2, 3, and it goes. Is it just the counter which goes back, or something else happens? What triggers the counter to roll back? What actually triggers is another update packet comes from here. As soon as it is received, it will roll it back. Right? Not like after 30 seconds you reset the timer. As soon as you receive the RIP packet, which you are expecting to receive every 30 seconds, then it will reset it. What is this? An important thing. What is this? An important thing. What is this known as? Administrative distance. Administrative distance is 120. For now, just remember that the administrative distance for RIP is 120. RIP advertises everything, right? How much weightage is given to RIP routes is 120. How much weightage is given to OSPF is different. So that is where the administrative distance comes into picture. When you are getting information about the same networks from two different protocols, right? You have to listen to one protocol. Or put it in this way, if you are getting information about a particular topic, right? Let's say GGITM got shut down. So would you believe Umesh sir or would you believe Mr. Venkatramu? So whatever Mr. Venkatramu tells you gets more weightage, right? As such, GGITM will never shut down. Okay, I'm just giving them.
Yes.
So that's where it will come into picture. So how do we know 120 is for whom? 120 has been assigned to RIP. Right? So we do not write RIP here. We are saying a number. Okay. Further, we will come to this one. We will come just in a second to this one. Is this clear?
Yes.
Via this one. Who sent the update? This interface sent the update. Who sent the update? This interface. Alright? And where? So this network is reachable via which interface? This interface. Alright? So now we had, initially when we started, we said a term which is known as vector. Alright? Vector means direction. Distance means how far. Vector means direction and distance means how far. So vector, here it is. 10 network is in which direction? FA0/0. Which direction? This direction. Is it saying in this direction? No. Understand? So it is saying in which direction is this direction. Now how far is determined by this one. How far is determined by one. Distance is by this one. How is it calculated? We will come to know. I'll just explain. Are you clear about the factor?
Yes.
Okay. Let's move forward. So this was the case when we had advertised this one. Just put here. Right? Then we added this one. .0. As a result of adding this, what did we get? We got R here.
Yes, sir.
Which said 192.168.30.0/24 via 192.168.20.2 learn from this interface at
120.
now of course this was 120/1. Again 120 is for administration. 1 is for hop count. We are coming to the hop count. We have not done yet. At interface pass Ethernet 0/1. So what does R1 know? That 30 network is in which direction? Which direction? Okay, 0/1. What does R2 know? That 10 network is in which direction? This direction. Is direction clear?
Yes.
Now let's continue. Pankaj, I really want to know the laughing thing here. You are just smiling, you know. You have to tell us, share us with us, right? What exactly is the mystery? Huh? Swine flu? Okay. Fine. Now, when we had configured on R1 the two network statements, what had we configured? R1. On R1, two network statements. Which statements? Network 192.168.10.0 and network 168.20.0. Please, this is just a shortcut, so don't try this on the CLI. Okay, Pankaj?
Yes.
Don't try that. When we did this, we said that these two networks starts getting advertised by R1. R1, when it advertises these networks, it advertises them with a hop count of 1. It says that these networks are at a hop count of 1. What? At a hop count of 1. When R2 receives them, what does it do? When R2 receives them, what does it do? First of all, 20.0, it says, oh, I have better information about it because they are directly connected. It is directly connected to me. So I'm not going to do anything about it. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Next, it says 10.0, R1 is advertising to me with a hop count of 1. I have to install it with a hop count of 1 because I don't have any information about it. So let me install it with a hop count of 1. So from R2's angle or R2's perspective or R2's outlook, how far is 10 network? One hop away, one router away. From router's R2's perspective, from its outlook, 10 network is one router away. How many hop count? 1. So that's why the distance. The distance. How far is it? Okay?
Yes, sir.
How far is it? Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
So this was our topology till now. So now I want to add another thing to it. In fact, 2 things to it. Let's expand our topology and then we'll do the practical about it. You have a look at it. Okay? So let me quickly expand this to this is already 254, right? Slash add R3. Okay, and let's say 192.168.30.253 slash 24. Fine.
Yes, sir.
On what? R3, and this is connected to a switch. And what is this? 40.254 slash 24. Okay. How many networks? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many networks R1 knows? 2 networks. How many does R2 know? 2 networks. How many does R3 know? 2. How many networks R2 needs to know? 4.
4 networks.
How many networks does R1 needs to know? 4. In all, 2 its all, 2 more it has to learn. How many networks R3 needs to know?
4 networks.
Pallavi?
Sir, R2 को तो 2 ही networks चाहिए।
It knows 2 networks, it needs to further know 2 networks.
Yeah.
So everyone has to know 4 networks, right?
Yes. Okay.
Everybody has 2 networks as such. They have to learn 2. Lots of R3, okay? So which one will R1 advertise? 10 and 20. Which one will R2 advertise? 20 and 30. Which one will R3 advertise?
30 and 40.
30 and 40. Right? Am I looking too funny? Huh? Okay. Let's do one thing. Pankaj, you go out and take a break for 5 minutes and then you come in. Go. Seriously, go. I mean it. You need to go now. You need to go now. You heard me. You need to go now. 5 minutes break, otherwise you are out for the entire day. I mean it. Please go. When you are normal, please come inside. Alright, let's continue. So, R1 needs to advertise 10 and 20. R2 needs to advertise 20 and 30. R3 needs to advertise 30 and 40. R3 needs to know 10 and 20. R2 needs to know 10 and 40. R1 needs to know 30 and 40. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, let's see what happens. Network 192.168.10.0. Network 168.20.0. Fine. Will R2 receive them? No. Okay. On R2, what? What will happen now? What will happen in this case? How many routes on R1? How many routes on R1? 2. 10 and 20.
Yes.
It will ignore the 20 coming from here.
Yes, sir.
How many routes on R2?
2.
3.
3.
10 and 20 and 30 it's on, and 10 that it is sending from here.
Yes.
How many routes on R3? Still 2.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Still 2. Wonderful. Network. Right?
Yes.
How many routes on R1? 3.
3.
10 and 20 its own. 30 received from R2 at a hop count of 1. And distributed resistance of 120. And fast learned on fast Ethernet 0/1 and the next via
20.22.
correct.
Yes.
Similarly on R2 there are 3, 20 and 30 and 10. 10 is on this one
Yes.
via this hop count of 1
1.
and distributed resistance 120. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Anything on R3? Nothing.
No, sir.
Nothing yet. Right? So let's consider something. Network 192.168.30.0. What happens now? Let's look at 30.0. So what does it neighbor know? 3 nodes.
Yes.
Right? 3 nodes. What?
10,
20, 30 and 10. So it will tell it.
Yes, sir.
But when R2 is telling about 20 and 30, what is it telling? Remember, what is R2 telling about 20 and 30? Hop count 1. 30 it already knows.
Yes,
It
sir.
will ignore it. About 20 network to say, okay, hop count 1.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Via FA 0/0 via this
Yes.
on this. Right? How much distance away? 1. Right? How much is this network? Directly connected. How much is this network? 1. Fine.
Yes.
Now R2 also had installed what? 10 network on itself with a hop count of 1. But now when it is going to advertise it further, it is going to add 1 to it and will send it as hop count of 2. So what this receives here is that 192.168.10.0/24 via who's sending the update? Now this is via on this administrative distance 120 hop count 2. And if we think from the point 1 hop and 2 hop. This clear? This is what it will install. Clear? So this is what it is going to be the status of R3.
Yes, sir.
Let's look at the status of R2. What happens on R2? R2 says this is advertising 30 network. What is it advertising? 30 network. So any change? Any change on it?
No.
Say no. Doesn't matter. R2 was already advertising R1 with 30 network at the hop count of 1. Hop count of 1, R1 receives it. It installs it. It had already installed. Anything changed? Nothing. Right. So now what we need to do is advertise this network.
Yes, sir.
Network
192.40.0.
192.168.40.0. So what happens in this case? R3 advertises 40 network with a hop count of 1.
Yes, sir.
This receives it, installs it at a hop count of 1. But says what? On which direction? This direction. Which direction? Via this. Right? Via this. In which direction? This direction. With a hop count of 1. Clear?
Yes, sir.
R2 further advertises this to this.
Yes, sir.
So this installs in the hop count of 2. How much hop count did it advertise? R2 with 2. Right? It had installed with 1. While advertising, it added 1 and advertised it forward. So this received it. Now who had advertised to R1? The neighbor. Who had advertised? Not the R3. R3 had advertised to its neighbor. R2 installed it and its next update sent it to R1. So for R1, where is it getting the update from? R2. Where is it getting the update from? This one. On this one. So which direction and how many hop count? Distance vector. How much distance? So 40 network is in which direction? This direction. Wonderful.
Yes,
At how much distance? 2.
2.
Distance vector.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you will further appreciate on R2. Let's look at R2. R2 already knew 20 and 30.
Yes, sir.
It will say 10 in this direction. Which direction? This direction. Hop count 1.
1.
40 in this direction. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
With the hop count of 1.
1.
Understand?
Yes, sir.
This is where the significance comes in.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is one part. We want to have a look at this. We'll have a look in a bit. Now the other thing that I want to say is this is perfectly fine, right? Router 1, router 2, router 3. Good. They want to share the routing information. They want to share the routing information. But does it make sense for us to be sending routing information here? There is no router here. There is no router here, so it doesn't make sense to be sending any routing information here. It doesn't make sense to be sending any routing information because sending routing information you are wasting the bandwidth.
Yes, sir.
Wasting the bandwidth. So what do is we declare under the RIP configuration these interfaces to be passive. To be passive. Which interfaces? On which there is no router connected. So what do? Where are we in config? Router mode. After router we are in this mode.
Yes, sir.
We have issued these commands.
Yes.
We will just say passive interface FA 0/1. Correct or wrong? Wrong. Because we definitely want to send out information here. We do not want to send out information here. On which router? R1. Similarly, what should be the passive interface on R3? 0/1. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now you should be clear about a couple of concepts. One is the administrative distance. This is 120. Hop count is 1. Hop count is the distance, how far it is via, on, R. This should be clear, and along with that, passive interface. Right? Passive interface. So let's have a look at the practical.